Alright everyone, how are you doing? I'm Unruly, welcome back to Unruly Horror. Today, we're doing my top 10 favourite horror films. Now, these aren't in order, these aren't in any category order. These are just 10 films I love that I've wrote down. Now, I want to do more films like this, like top 10 zombie films, top 10 ghost films, possession, gore. I mean, there's loads of categories I can do. Anyway, let's get started. These aren't in any order. Not worst to least, just no any random order. Number 10, I've got The Loved Ones. Now, The Loved Ones is a gory action like Australian horror film where it's about a man who gets kidnapped from his school, about this girl who's there. Their family is messed up big time, and it's a dance. She kidnaps him for the dance. I don't want to spoil what it is. Go watch The Loved Ones. But there's a B plot where this goth chick, she goes out with his mate, who she tells like the story where her brother has been previously kidnapped and was killed, which comes back to her like at the start, the one who kidnaps him. Yeah, it's a good film. I recommend it. You're definitely going to get a good entertainment out of it. Next up, we have The Quiet Ones. Sorry, you drink some water. The Quiet Ones is a British found footage film about the scientist who wants to prove that demonic possession is just a thing of the mind. It's not real. In his head, it's just mind tricks. I don't want to go on too much into it, but there's a personal connection, and it's mainly about this girl who has got kidnapped. Well, not kidnapped, tied up in a house somewhere that he's doing experiments on, and it's played by Olivia Cooke, so you know she's going to be a good actress. I can just say watch it. It's a good film. Next up, we've got The Conjuring 2. Ooh, The Conjuring 2. I've known all about the Enfield Poltergeist since I was 14 years old. I was one of those teenagers who loved paranormal. I used to buy books, watch movies, TV series, documentaries. Everything was paranormal, including zombies, and ghosts, poltergeists, demons, succubus, you name it, I used to watch it. So yeah, I knew a lot about the Enfield Poltergeist, and I know facts that were put in the movie, such as the old man who used to possess her. They used to put tape on her mouth and water on her mouth to stop the voices coming through, but they came through anyway. Was that it? I know Ed and Lorraine did visit. That's why it's part of the Conjuring universe. But I don't know how much they actually did, because according to the people on Enfield, it just went away. So I don't know much about it today, but it's still a hot spot. So next up, we've got The Thing, the original 1980s film with Kurt Russell and Wilford Brimley. Now, the original Thing has a lot of special, not a lot of special effects. It's more practical. Everything's done with wires and machines. And in my mind, that is what made The Thing fantastic. The heart attack scene is one of my best, favourite scenes, because it just comes out of nowhere. You don't think he's a thing, you think he's a regular human having a heart attack. So the doctor gets in, gets to scan him, and then, me arms are gone. Ah. And there's a volcano with a head bloody rising out. Even the sequel or prequel in the 2011 one couldn't top it. Because the best thing about the thing was the special effects. Because it was so mysterious. Like, at the end, you don't know who's the thing. You're looking all over the film to see behaviour change, speech change, eye change. You're looking for those little factors that you know could make you an alien. It just didn't. It doesn't give you it. So at the end of the film, you have to decide who's who. Because the director is not going to give it away. Anyway, next up is Ready or Not. Now, Ready or Not is a film I first heard from Dead Meat. You know, James A. Denise. I watched his kill count and I just loved the review he did for the film. So I bought on DVD a few months ago, and my God, it was bloody. It had a fantastic crew. The cast was fantastic. The acting was superb. The story was great. There was a nice twist. I mean, it's all you want in a film. All those 5 things. It was comedic. It was funny. I couldn't recommend Ready or Not hard enough, because I've watched it 6-7 times in 3 months. At least twice a month. I can't get enough of it. It's fantastic. And it's about a deal with the devil. So if you like stuff like that, Ready or Not? Because they're going to find you. Anyway. Next up, we've got Cult of Chucky. This is the latest film in the original Child's Play series, because the one that came out last year was a remake of Child's Play. So the last film to come out in the original timeline, let's say, is Cult of Chucky. And the director's style, Don Mancino, he's found it. He knows how to direct. And the split screen, the image, the imagery, it's fantastic. The story is great. The actors play their part fantastically. And just at the end, where you find out the truth behind Chucky, I mean, there's a possibility to have a not just a TV series, but another film. They should have another film. Never mind a TV series and a remake. They need another follow-up film for this. Because, my God, that would be the best film I've ever seen. If you have an army of Chuckies running about. Dream come true. Horror dream come true. Anyway, next up we've got Lights Out. Now, Lights Out is based on the Swedish short film. Can't remember what year it was, but I remember watching the short film thinking, wow, that was awesome. And then 2 years later you find out it's getting a feature film adaptation, and you're like, whoa. It's about someone who turns the lights off. How are you going to turn that into a feature? They turned into a feature. And the story's fantastic. I mean, give them credit for a 5-minute short film. They managed to produce a feature film script with elements from the original short film that kept. they kept the figure of the lights out creature. I will say that. It's good because there's suspense. Because you can only see it in the dark. And as we all know, we need light to see. So for a film to go along the lines of Bird Box, Don't Breathe and Quiet Place, I think that pretty much fits the bill of all the sensory films. But yeah, the ending is shocking. Like, I didn't see the ending coming, and I was shocked for a good 2 days after the ending. Anyway, next up is The Omen. Yeah, Damien and all his devil magic. Basically, there's this... Is he politician? I'll call him a politician. He's an American politician staying in the UK because he's just became ambassador to the USA. And he's in Rome at the time. His wife gives birth, the baby dies. Spoilers. But this nun comes in and says they've got a baby that's been born, but the mother's died. Your baby's just died. How about taking him? Don't say any words. So he takes it. Turns out it's the Antichrist. And a lot of shit happens. Like a what you call it? A waiter hangs himself. I mean, dogs appear. There's this nanny who comes and is overprotective. I mean, you've heard of The Omen. You've heard of the shit he does. I can guarantee it's a good film. Next up is Get Out. Now, Get Out is one of the most, culturally appropriate films of this decade. Because with all the race hate shit that's happened in the past 10 years. Let me get my glass of water. This is how much I've recorded this. It was full to hear. And I kept getting sore throats. But yeah, Get Out. It's good because with the recent race crimes in America, this is a film based on race hatred of black people. But it wants to make you feel that they're targeting black people not just because of their skin colour, but because of the cultural significance it means to be black. And honestly, the main actor, he does a fantastic job. And Jordan Peele won an Academy Award for the best original screenplay for this. And I still say the actor should have got an Academy Award for Best Actor because he did a fantastic job. But yeah, if you haven't seen Get Out, go see it. It's great. I mean, I can't praise it enough. And last but not least, Happy Death Day. Happy Death Day is a film that it's Groundhog Day meets Friday the 13th. Because she dies and awakens on her birthday every day. So she needs to work out why is she coming back to life at the same time, at the same day, every day after she dies. Now, I will say this about Christopher Landon. If you've watched the Paranormal Activity films, you know what he can do in continuity-wise. Because that too does this, Happy Death Day. And in the sequel, he can remake this film 2 years later and not miss a beat. Happy Death Day is a film I could watch day and night without getting bored, because there's The story is fantastic. The pace is fantastic. The acting is superb. I mean, it's top-notch, A-level Oscar-worthy acting. And the story is great. I mean, the second one wasn't so good because it kind of takes the concept we loved, mixes it up, and expects us to enjoy the same thing, but it's already been done. Anyway, those are my top 10 favourite horror films of 2020. I will make top 10 zombie films, top 10 ghost films, possession, demon, found footage, whatever you want. Let me know in the comments below what my next top 10 should be. I've been unruly. You've been fantastic. These have been my top 10 horror films of 2020. I'm very thirsty. Have a nice